Minecraft has a wide variety of mobs, some of which are considered bosses. Bosses are the strongest mobs in Minecraft, such as the Ender Dragon. When you defeat it, you can reset the game and collect the dragon egg, which is one of the rarest items of all. But I'm a guy who always likes a challenge, so today I decided to create a boss for each Minecraft biome. And I have to do it all in less than a 4-hour day, while you try to figure out which boss I'm making. Starting here with the ocean biome. For the ocean, I decided to create a kraken, but before I made it, I had to collect some materials. I need a lot of uncolored terracotta so that I can use the lapis lazuli to paint all the blocks blue. Kraken is certainly not the easiest boss in this video, but I decided to start with him. Since behind Snow Mountain is the ocean where I hid my flag. Where is it? I have to look for a little boat around here, man. A wrecked boat. I think I passed, man. It's over there. Look, it was in a chest nearby. Look, it's here, Mendrake. Perfect, my flag hasn't been discovered yet, and now it's better protected with the Kraken construction. In fact, I think it'll be safer than in my inventory. To make the Kraken, I need to make a square of sand, so I used the sand I had in my chest, marked off the area in the ocean, and removed all the water. This made it easier to build the first boss. So here's our finished Kraken, man. Holy cow. Bro, it looks great. Let me see it from above, bro. Man, it's beautiful. Here inside it too, we have access to do more things too if we want. I left it with a bit of water, but I can take it out and make a base here inside the Kraken. But here's what I really want to do. Take a look. It has the wreckage of some boats. And in the middle of these wrecks, I have the idea of putting, let me see, in a very discreet place, unnoticed by many people, man. Like, I don't know, here. Actually, it wasn't here. Hang on, it's a bit difficult. Look, I'm going to put a furnace right here. And inside that furnace, I'm going to leave my flag. I know I said I was going to leave it in my inventory to be safe, but I still have 7 bosses to do. And in the meantime, someone might try to attack me, so I'll stop by later to pick up my flag. The next one will be the Green Monster. It's a nice name, don't you think? Just kidding, man. Please come up with a better name for God's sake. This green monster is going to be the guardian of the swamp. The swamp, mangrove, I don't know. But the place I want to do it is right here. It's just that this particular area where I want to make the boss doesn't really fit with the way it's going to look, since it's kind of a desert here, right? Around a swamp, and before I start his project, I want to get some of this here. Let's get some clay. Let's change the color of this little hill here from yellow to black, gray, I don't know, purple. Man, I don't know what color that is, bro. I'm pretty sure it's gray, but that's okay. There, boy. It looks good. And now that the floor's like this, just make the boss right up here. There's not much to it. I decided to use one of the main colors of the swamp, which would be green, but in a slightly lighter shade so that it would stand out more. And this boss has 2 arms and looks like a mutant slime with 1 eye in the middle. Holy cow, bro. This boss looks amazing. Look at all the details it has, man. It's awesome. He's even got an eye. Wait a second. Break the fighting rule? What do you mean? Fighting rules, man. I don't understand anything. But since it mentioned fighting, let me get all my shulker boxes here with all my items so I can use them in PvP, man. Arrow, golden mass, stand, totem. Wow. If there's ever a fight, I'll have my totem of immortality equipped too. You never know, right? This message will appear for each of the 2 bosses I built. For those who don't understand, there are rules within Creative Squad 3, and some of them were set at the beginning of the series, and by the end of this video, I'll have to break a few rules. But what about them? What will they be? I particularly don't know, but I do know what the next boss is going to be. It's going to be the forest one. And I was thinking, what would go with the forest biome? I thought, why not a butterfly? It'll look nice, but I want to use wool blocks for it, man. There are 2 of the colors I want. Oh boy, the fence opened. Dude, the sheep are all running away. Calm down, man. I can't let this happen here. Since I don't have any wood here, I'll just cover it up with a block of snow. Come on, man. You can't go out this way. But here in my inventory, I have some dyes. As blue and cyan are already available, from what I can see, so is white. I'll just have to paint some of them black so I can use the black dye. And also the dye there. Oh boy, these cows here. As I was saying, put the orange dye on this one, plus some black, I don't know, on this white one. Now all you have to do is pick up lots of wool. Just start building this beautiful butterfly. I decided to build it close to the Kraken as there was an oak forest biome nearby, and the best thing is that further back there's the Snow Team Mountain. And look, man, it's finished. Go ahead and think of a cool name for it too, comment here, okay? Because I have no idea what to name the bosses. That butterfly was amazing, bro, but it was too big too. And I'm only afraid of one thing. It's made completely out of wool. And there's What's that? Oh, it's Tonagon. I suspected that from the purple outfit. But bro, the butterfly's all made of wool, man. So there's a good chance it'll burn. So Tonigon, what did you think of my build, bro?
Mendrake, the butterfly is nice, but do you know about the scaffolding bug?
What do you mean, Tonigon? Tell me more. What is this scaffolding bug?
Well, there was a time when if we put up scaffolding like this, we could get up in the air here, but it wasn't working anymore.
Oh, you were trying to trick me, weren't you? By pretending you're in creative?
That's what happens. Like we're floating around like your butterfly.
Oh, my butterfly's nice, man. Do you really like it? Because now I'm going to the desert to make another boss, bro.
So, if you're making the bosses, does that mean you made that octopus too?
Yeah, and that's the Kraken, bro. And there's another boss in the mangrove swamp too.
I want to see if doing it in the desert, I don't know, a scorpion would be cool. Like a scorpion.
Man, that's a great idea, Tonigon. Bro, I'm going to the desert now to make it.
It has to be poisonous.
I confess I was a bit short of ideas for the desert boss. If it were up to me, it would be a sphinx or a pyramid with eyes. Yeah, man, I don't have good ideas. But now it's going to be a scorpion, thanks to Tonigon. However, every boss has to have a boss bar, and the 3 I've made so far don't have one. But I have an idea of how I can solve this. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey Fix, what's up, bro? So I was wondering how your team is doing, man. Are you still good?
No, I'm not. Speak up, man. I'm in the middle of the open here. If someone sees me here, I'm screwed.
Yes, man. Okay, here's the thing. I'm doing a project and I'd need a lot of witherheads, man. Could you get some for me, about 30?
Wow, come on, out of the blue? No, slow down, Mendrake. What am I gonna get for this?
So, I don't know if you have any specific items of interest. If you don't have it, or if you do, I'll sort it out. Otherwise, I owe you a favor.
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, I don't need anything right now, but I'll probably need some help, you know?
Good, so if you want, I'll ask you for a sword later. You name it, but help us out there, man. Thank you, Fix.
All right, bro. I'll try here, man.
Now, it's only a matter of time before we have all the boss bars, and each of them has to have a very creative name, so comment here and I'll be checking them all out. While all this was going on, our scorpion was 100% ready. And that's 4 bosses down, but there are still 4 to go. And now the difficulty level has increased. From now on, there will be gigantic bosses. This boss doesn't have much of a secret since I decided to make it just a carnivorous plant. It really suits the jungle biome. At first, I had the idea of making a monster tree, but I don't think a tree with a tree would work very well. So I think a carnivorous plant drooling poison would be more interesting. I said there would be lots of huge, expensive buildings, but the carnivorous plant isn't that big. But it's definitely one of the most terrifying bosses I've done so far. Look at that smile, man. And at night, it must be even more awesome. And look, bro, I'm watching Shippy for... What does it mean? Shippy on Stone Mountain. It's just been daylight too, calm down. I saw his name over there, bro, but okay. That's weird, man. Shippy is from the snow team. I mean, as far as I know, he's from the snow. So let's move on to the 6th and 3rd strongest boss. And this one I like to call Frozen. And you know why I like to call him Frozen, man? It's simply because he's made of ice. And I'm going to make him on this ice hill here that's next to our valley. This is going to be my ice boss, and to make this boss, I didn't have any of the necessary materials. I had to collect blocks of ice, both normal and compacted, and while I was collecting these materials, Fix called me on Discord with good news. Hey Fix, did you manage to get everything then?
I got it, bro. I got it. Honestly, I'm going to need you, you know?
Fine, but can you drop it off at my house?
I left it at your house. I hope this is worth it, Mendrake. You've got to help me, man.
But you can't overdo, can you?
Well, you're the last person that can say that.
Now everything is perfect for Frozen to be made. Frozen is complicated, bro. Break the fighting rule? What do you mean, man? Hasn't this appeared before? I think there's been a glitch in the system. Now that we're close to the end, let's kill 2 bosses with 1 stone. What do I mean? I'll explain. One of these bosses I have all the materials for, and the other I only have part of it. The difference is that one is really huge. No kidding, man, it's really huge. And since we've already done a lot of bosses in the overworld, I've decided to do one here in the nether, and it's going to be in this sea of lava. We're even going to take a dip. Just kidding. In this region here, in this sea of lava, I'm thinking of making some kind of boss. And the last and most difficult boss uses a material that is only available here in the nether. In this case, it's nether hacks. And now I already have 3 shulker boxes here to fill with nether hacks, and the other 2 already have the materials for the boss here in the nether. And I'm going to leave these shulker boxes here for us to fill up in a moment, because I'm really going to focus on building the beholder now. And what do you mean, beholder? That's the name of the boss I gave in an old series on the channel. It means a lot to me, as it was one of my most watched videos at the time. That's right, this is the 2nd time I've made this boss. And I'm very happy, man. I hope this video will also be one of the most viewed on the channel. So to make it happen, share it a lot, huh? Seriously, Beholder is definitely one of my favorites, and I want to know what yours is too. Comment below. Look at this, bro. It's huge and surreal, but there are still things I have to do. Like the Beholder is the only boss I know the name for now, because I haven't come up with anything for the other sets. I'm already going to put the boss bar on it, and to do that, I'll need to find a good place here in Bedrock where I can trap a wither, because Fix gave me 31 wither and skeleton heads. Man, that's way too many. I'd said about 30, just kidding, and he really did. And look, I think this is the perfect place, bro. There's a nice space, so let's test it out by putting our wither and skeleton here, and it didn't work. Hey man, my wither heads are all over there, bro. Can I get them down here? Yeah, I got it. Look, come on. I have to put it more or less like this. And oh my god, it spawned. Oh gosh, help me. Hurry up, man. I broke my souls. I broke them. Hurry up. Come on, man. Get out of here. Get out. Wow, I got it. Nice. And I think it's stuck. Now just get a tag, because look, bro, when I get close to our Beholder, our boss gets the wither bar popping up, and now with the snap of a finger, look what's gonna happen. The boss bar is now on the Beholder, and I have to do this with all the other bosses. And speaking of them, let's move on to the last and most difficult of them. Now, the last boss will be done, exactly right here on the snowy mountain. After I finished building the Beholder, I took a lot of choker chests to fill other chests with netherrack, because with redcrete, clay, and so on I have. And finally, let it come the dragon. Now, I've finished all the bosses, and this dragon is definitely on my list of favorites. I think it's second only to the Beholder maybe. But bro, it's beautiful. Look at all the details it has. Break the chest rule. This whole video I've been doing all the constructions, and these messages have been appearing, and I think I owe you an explanation. These 4 rules that have appeared are no coincidence. All Creative Squad rules are meant to be respected, but what will be the consequence if someone breaks them? Well, that's what we'll find out in the next episode of Creative Squad 3.